So it is that time of year again where we go up to judo training camp. In June we weren't able to go because of the move, but July we have some time, and so we are going from Tuesday to Friday. Yeah, we started doing this many years ago. I think majority of the students are mountain people. I know I love the mountains, and it's about time. These past couple of months have been crazy. It's been very busy, and so the fact that we are now at a place where we can go and we don't have to worry so much about the move, and we don't have to worry about just the logistics of things is very it's relieving, to say the least.
One thing you want to avoid is when you're stepping, you don't want to step outside. Because judo's getting heat up. So when I step outside like this, it actually is different. So I want to step
Now step that back foot.
pulling, constantly pushing, and you're as the knee comes up, you extend, you are going back. And so the release is kind of
Do you prefer sleeve grip or collar grip? I like a
Tomorrow's at 7:30, right? We'll do the same thing. We can kind of keep going over stuff that Sensei Danny wants to show, and then at the end, when we do like some live stuff, we'll like stagger it out. That way, not everybody's rolling at the same time to avoid injury, and then we can all get lots of rolls. Okay? Does that sound good? Like
yes,
plan?
that sounds great.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate you so much, Sensei. Thank you.
They can't not fly now because they're not here. That's not
the lowest decibel happy birthday ever.
We are recording it.
Someone record this.
Always taking my credit. every damn time, turn off the lights.
Dear Joanna, happy birthday to you. So it's the end of the first night, and all the students are in their tents. I find myself being a little bit more relaxed as I do more of these camps. During practice, one of the conversations that I had with the coach, Coach Red, who has graciously allowed us to use his facility and his dojo, based on some kind of practice with his previous location. Anyway, we were talking about how integrity was a thing and a concept that is just far and in between people, and I think it's really important that we look at things like integrity and respect and pursuit, and then we stay true to those things. Modern day cynicism really has taken a hold in total, I think, in terms of why show integrity. That's just the way the world is. Why show characters? It's just the way the world is. It's not going to do anything. Those things are not going to do anything to get you ahead. And as I do more of these training camps, we're away from family and we're away from a situation that we're comfortable with. It's not always about what gets us ahead. You know, it's about doing the thing that we know is right. Good morning. The schedule for today is go straight to a lift and then breakfast, hill sprints, lunch, time at the range, and then practice. Dinner before practice. And we're going to be leaving in about, 15 minutes. These kids are not awake. It is 7:12. Not one kid awake. Is he awake? No. And these guys.
It was fancy, but it's swamped. You got a lot of water. 50 miles from there, John. Drove there.
Dude, you're the one who barked. Finished. First workout at Big Bear Total Fitness. Good people, you know. Wow. I firmly believe that if you are good, then good people will come to you. For sure. So ever since we were up at Big Bear, like, we meet good people. Fight Syndicate being one of them. Big Bear Total Fitness being one of them. Get in the car, please. You know, being a big group, it's hard to not get in the way of other people. But if we hand ourselves, you know, cordially, respectfully, I think people really like us. So, anyway. So while the college students and the high school students are studying, I've got this guy and this guy, and we're doing hill sprints while we wait. I think like 7th grade is like the perfect time where they actually start kind of buying into the program. Any age younger, and it's just like a legacy program. So both of these guys, their older brothers they were part of the program since they were younger, and then these guys joined as part of the legacy program. But now it's no more legacy. At 7th grade, they're their own young men, so it's not about, oh, you know, my older brother's not here, so I'm not going to train anymore. No, I mean, in a couple of years, they're going to be the ones now leading the team, so start now. Okay, so it may not seem like much, but it is hill sprints, nonetheless.
Say hi.
Hi.
Has anyone been here before?
A couple of us have.
Okay.
So I brought some of my team over to play Big Bear, the driving range at Big Bear. And it is beautiful. My first sport
was actually golf. And when I was younger, I didn't like to play. And my dad almost forcingly encouraging me to play and continue the game has reaped so much benefit. This is one of the reasons why I am a huge proponent of having your kids or having young people just kind of push it through a little, you know? I will go on to say that if I didn't do golf, I don't think my understanding of judo would be where it's at. I don't think my athletic ability would be where it's at. What is he doing over there?
Why is he smiling?
Still alive.
You know, these kinds of trips feel both the same and different at the same time. Same because of the location, same because we meet the same people, like Coach Red, for instance, or like Gil, or like the others that we train with every summer. And then it's different because we get to meet different people. I got to meet James from 7K CrossFit. I got to meet Jerry, who also trained at Fight Syndicate at that specific time. You know, there was a BJJ black belt that came by and he wanted to learn judo. He never got the chance, and his family was vacationing at Big Bear at the same time that we were there, and it happened to be the case that I was teaching the class. So he got judo in. I also got to realize how blessed I was to have parents that didn't allow me to give into, say, hardship or difficulty. And my first sport was golf. And when I was younger, I hated it. You know, I really did. No matter how good my father was, no matter how good I was, I didn't like the sport. And my dad and my mom almost forcingly encouraged me, as I said before in the video, to not quit. And I can't think of a greater gift they can give me in my current stage right now. I use golf for all of my analogies, nearly all. And there's so much correlation between judo and golf. And I know, for those of us who don't play a sport, what's the big deal? But you have to understand that my entire livelihood, my business is revolved around judo. It is revolved around the development of a student athlete as a person. And judo is just one of those tools that I use. And if I didn't understand judo, and in turn, if I didn't understand, say, human nature, if I didn't understand how to communicate with people, I don't think that my business would succeed or would be a success. And a lot of that has to do with golf. A lot of that has to do with finding the intricacies of golf. There's a lot of statements out there that say golf is a great sport because it's basically playing against a mirror. And judo's like that. As a matter of fact, if I'm being honest, I think all of life is like that. Yes, there are competitors out there that we have to go up against, but if I don't beat myself, if I can't overcome myself, if I can't know myself, I don't think I can ever know the person in front of me. And I tell my students and my team all the time, those who know themselves have the capacity to know their opponent. And realistically speaking, judo is a communicative sport. Though you may not be saying anything to me and I'm not saying anything to you, you are showing me who you are. Are you a spaz? Do you freak out when someone grips you? Are you calm? Are you collected? Are you lethargic? Are you apathetic? Or are you really, really fervent? Can you show me that you've been training so far, or have you just been going about the wayside, kicking rocks? It shows. And because of the correlation between golf and judo, if I, again, didn't play golf and if I didn't stick through it, I don't think Ascent would be where it's at. As a matter of fact, I will dare to say that Ascent would not exist. We would just be another academy. Hell, if I even opened an academy that just pushed books, that just pushed college, that just pushed all of these, say, trivial things. And yes, trivial things. Because in comparison to knowing who you are as an individual and your capacity for hardship and your capacity to exercise grit, school is just a competition, Reading is just a competition. Can you duke it out? Is a book going to win? Are you going to win? All of life is a competition. And if I cannot win against myself, I don't think that I can win against anything else, anyone else. So that was a huge realization on my part. But now that we're back, real life hits, responsibilities are here. And the school year is just around the corner. And I am excited about what it will bring. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.